Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today we're doing another round of romance pet peeves because I just keep discovering more. Eventually I will do a video talking about things that I enjoy in romance. There are things that I enjoy. I know it doesn't seem like it, but there are. So maybe that'll be next. But for now, I have another list of my pet peeves. Starting off with shitty family members. This is something that has been recurring recently in a lot of the romance that I've been reading. Think Only for the Weak by Natasha Bishop. And it just makes me want to fight everyone. I hate when our main character is like going through some shit and instead of having a supportive family, the family just makes it worse. Or the shit that they're going through is directly related to the family. It irks my soul. I'm very much an advocate for cutting off toxic people, family or not, it doesn't matter. You want to stay around, stop adding stress to my life, end of story. So I've talked about how insta love is like a huge no for me, right? But even more annoying than that is insta lust. If we're in a character's head and they see the love interest and their immediate thought is something like aggressively sexual, I'm just like, can you not? Because think about it in real life though, right? Like if I am out and about minding my fucking business and someone approaches me and says something like ridiculously aggressive and sexual, like that's the first thing that they say, it's gonna be uncomfortable. I think it's weird when those are your first thoughts. It's one thing to look at someone and think that they're attractive. It's another for your thoughts to just go way left. It doesn't work for me. I was reading something, it was like a Valentine's Day novella or something, and he sees the love interest and I think his immediate thought is like something about bending her over the balcony, and I was like, bruh, reel it in. That's creepy as fuck. So I recently made a TikTok talking about how when I read like grand gestures and declarations and romance novels, I eat that shit up. I love it, but in real life, I'd probably be like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop. This also goes for proposals. I hate public, tacky, unplanned, like not well thought out proposals, right? I hate when, say the couple's in an argument or something, and then all of a sudden they're like, marry me, like that's gonna fucking fix everything, and you're not prepared. This was not planned. You don't even have a ring. And I'm just like, bruh, come on now. Y'all don't need to get married right now. Y'all need to go to counseling. Y'all need therapy. Marriage isn't gonna fix the fundamental problems of your relationship. Stop doing that. I also really hate, this is just like a random side note, I really hate holiday proposals. Holidays, graduation, birthdays, no, proposals and holidays or celebrations do not mix. No, that is a big no for me. I hate it so much. Another one that has been reoccurring lately is when one of the main characters is like, oh, I don't do relationships, or I don't let anybody get close to me because I got my heart broken this one time and now I just can't trust anybody ever again. And I'm just like, get over it. And granted, everybody processes things differently. Sometimes it is hard to let go of some stuff, but go to therapy, okay? Especially if it's like, oh, my high school sweetheart broke my heart. Bro, that was 15 years ago, let it go. You gotta let it go. You're talking about something that happened in high school, you're now 37 years old, let it go. And they always do things that end up hurting themselves too, because they'll start to fall for someone and they know that they're falling for someone, and instead of acknowledging their own baggage and unpacking that so that they can move forward and have a healthy relationship, they just push that person away, so then that person has their feelings hurt, they hurt their own feelings. And that's the part that I don't get. When people make decisions that hurt themselves, I'm like, why the fuck did you do this? You didn't have to do this. You are an adult, use your words. Let's do better. Brother's best friend is a trope that I like for the most part, but what irritates me about it is when like the brother swoops in like, no, you can't do this, da 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 da. Like their sister isn't a grown-ass adult who can make her own decisions. But also, if you think that your best friend is so trash that he is not worthy of being in a relationship with your sister, why are you friends with him? Explain that to me, because I can't believe I'm crediting this author right now, but B. Love did such a good job with the brother's best friend trope in Mr. Concierge, because literally the brother was like, why would I be upset about you ending up with one of my best friends? He's literally the best person that I could ever hope for you to be with. And I knew that there was something between the two of you before y'all even acknowledged it. And I was like, this is how that trope should be done. That's crazy that I'm saying that about a book in the Mr. series, but there it is. That is the blueprint. Read that if you want brother's best friend. Can't recommend the rest of the series. But that one's my favorite in the series, actually. So it was so well done. It's like the least messy. I really like the relationship between the characters, but that's how it should be. Otherwise, you need to find new friends. I also dislike when couples are just like so like attached at the hip all the time, need to be together 24/7, borderline codependent type situation. And every time I hear some rendition of the phrase, I would crawl inside their skin if I could, I physically cringe. Because why? I could never imagine wanting to be around somebody that much. Even if I love you, even if I am in love with you, I still like my space. We don't need to be that close. We don't need to be attached at the hip. We don't need to be together 24/7. That's a huge no for me. I do not get it. I don't want to get it. It feels, I don't know, I just don't like it. I hate it. This was probably my #1 complaint about the book Evil Twin by Katie Wilde, I think. I didn't dislike that book. I actually thought it was quite good. But, and I get the time period and everything, but every time any mention of his seed is mentioned, I'm just like, ugh, can we not? I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, they'll be like, oh, carrying his seed if she's pregnant, and I'm just like, you could have just said that you were about to have this man's baby. Like, you didn't need to say it like that. Or filled with his seed, and I'm just like, you didn't need to say it. You didn't need it. We could have done without it. Please stop. I also just hate, in general, like cringy dialogue. Like, have you ever read a romance novel where you're just like, nobody fucking talks like this. Nobody is saying these things. Like, your dialogue has to be realistic to me. And it has happened in a book that I actually really enjoyed. And the MMC was just saying things, and I was just like, there's no way in hell that you would say this in real life. I think that if a man said any of these things to me in real life, I would think you were nuts. It doesn't work for me. I'm also just like not a words of affirmation kind of person. So when someone is using like super flowery language to describe their feelings for someone, it kind of just makes me uncomfy, which probably makes me sound like a terrible person, but like, just get to the point. Just tell me what it is straight up without the fluff. And my last thing for today is when one of our main characters is doing well. You know, they've been through some shit, things are finally turning around, they're happy, they're having a good time, their relationship's going well, and so they start thinking, I'm too happy. I'm happy, therefore shit's about to go downhill, shit's about to hit the fan. And then they typically end up self-sabotaging themselves because they're like, well, something's gonna go wrong anyway. And they're just like jumping to conclusions, making up scenarios in their head and like doing dumb shit. Oh God, it irritates me so much. Or they start questioning like, well, why does this person like me? And why me? What's special about me? And I'm like, girl, if you don't just take that love and let it happen, just stop it. Stop it. All of these things I find super fucking annoying, and I feel like they're all pretty common, like very common actually. Irks my soul. But those are some things that I hate in romance. Let me know what things you hate in romance. What are your pet peeves? What things do you dislike? What things make you physically cringe? Let me know. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.